All right, welcome back. Today we have
Stephanie.
Stephanie is going to go through our goal planning process here. And she's basically, it's real quick. You're going to ask what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, why it's important, and put that stuff in your calendar so you know when and you get reminders, okay? So Stephanie, thinking of a goal that would take about 90 days, right? 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of goal are you wanting to accomplish? Like, what in general are you wanting to accomplish?
Do I have to have one, or can I have a few like small goals that lead to the ultimate?
Just talk about what it is that you want to accomplish,
Okay.
and then we can figure out something that will be a good goal to pursue. Right?
Okay.
So you want to get in better shape?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of better shape would you like to be in?
Well, I used to run avidly.
Okay.
And I had an injury to my eye, which
Okay.
has really kind of prevented me from running where I used to run here,
Mm-hmm.
because I would trip and fall, and it was just not good.
Yeah.
So one of my goals is to be able to, I guess, an endurance goal. I want to work up to running on the beach all the way down to the end where the rocks are.
Perfect.
And so that is something I would like to build up to do.
Nice.
Definitely.
There's like 3 different types of goals. There's I want to have a physical change in my body that I can measure and that people can see.
Yes.
Or there's a change in my body that allows me to move better or differently or accomplish some sort of physical feat.
Yes.
Right? And then there's another one that can be like skill related. Right? So I want to be able to, surf better or, improve my jiu-jitsu. And then there's with that competition and stuff. But so what you're wanting to do is improve the amount of movement you can produce in a certain amount of time or over a given period?
Over a given period, because I'm a little bit older now, and I'm experiencing a little bit of pain in my hip joints, and running is probably not the best thing for me, but it's in my soul, and it's something that I can't give up, and I just am aching to do it, but I'm too scared to do it. And I've lost the endurance to be able to go long and far like I would before. So that is one goal.
Okay.
Another goal is I would like to lose about 5 pounds, but I would like to do that with a combination of diet on my end, and then through building more muscle tone and just working out in general. So getting more physically fit and toned like I used to be, like maybe 3 years ago.
Okay. Only 5 pounds.
Well, I mean, if we lost more, that's,
okay.
I don't...
That's good. I mean, 5 months from now, I'm sorry,
complaining.
3 months from now, 5 pounds might be, not such a significant difference.
Okay.
Right?
Well, okay.
But you don't want to make a goal that's ridiculous, because if I said I'm going to lose 15 pounds, that wouldn't be a good thing for me really, because that would be below my optimal weight.
Okay.
Right. So you could say like I want to get to my optimal weight, which might be 10 pounds.
Okay.
Or 9.
Okay.
If you want to split it even. 3 months per month is 3 pounds per month is
That is
pretty
3
doable.
pounds per month. That is doable. Okay, let's do that. I like that.
So what we're gonna do is 9 pounds total, 3 pounds per month. Don't worry about reading this. I'm gonna type it up for you.
Okay.
Even though I have it on video, I'm writing it down just because that's how I do it.
That's
right?
fine.
And I can reference it, and you can see how we do this. But so 9 pounds in 3 months, and then also improve your ability to run, like be able to run the length of the beach.
Yes.
Without stopping.
Without stopping and returning.
Length and back.
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe a little break down at the rock for to catch my breath, but then I don't want to lose momentum,
Yeah, that's good. So this is something that we're working up to as well. So you're thinking, we wouldn't want to. When you start out, you need to be really slow.
Yeah.
You start setting really small goals.
Okay.
Right. So for running, if you haven't done it for a while, it's you might want to do just a really, really light jog for 40, 50 meters at a time.
Okay.
And get your muscles used to absorbing that shock of your body landing on the ground, right? And so what I would do is I would just say you're going to start out with very, very small amounts of running, but doing other things to help you get in shape and improve your endurance.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
One of the things that I do is I get in the water and I run in the water, right?
Oh, that's good.
It's a little dangerous if you get to the point where you're floating.
Okay.
Because you could get swept out. But what I do is I put one hand on the ground and I do the running motion. So I'm like, I know this is hard to see, but like I'm here like this.
Okay.
And I do the running motion in the water.
That's a good
Right?
idea.
I feel it in my glutes. I feel it in my legs. It's not exactly teaching you how to absorb impact, but it is helping you to challenge those similar muscles, right, and to burn calories and stuff. So,
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. So.
And it gets me in the water.
But now we're getting into like what we're gonna do,
Right.
how it's gonna be done. But what we really want is the length of beach, and so for that, I would say like maybe you go for the first month. We'll say half the length, not half the length, a third of the length and back.
Okay.
2/3 of the length and back.
Okay.
Or whatever you think that is.
All right.
And then the final month, the end of the month, you're supposed to be all the way back. Okay. But working up to that first little 1/3 and back
Yes.
is that's where you really want to be super gradual and really kind of avoid excessive soreness.
Okay.
You'll get a little bit of soreness, but each day you want to feel like the thing that you're going to add is going to be such a easy thing that it's not going to traumatize your body or your mind, right? Because if you create trauma in the beginning of your process and you don't ever come back and recover from that and take a little bit of time off, then that's going to kind of be a hindrance and kind of affect you until you do that.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, I understand.
So, cool.
Thank you.
All right, now, how are we going to do this? Means we split this up into two different parts for the how. And this is, you're going to say, I'm going to dedicate this many hours per week.
Okay.
I'm going to do it on this day, and this day. Okay. And then you can kind of say what I'm going to do may vary depending upon how I feel, but I'm at least going to dedicate half an hour, 45, an hour, whatever you feel is appropriate.
Okay.
Okay. Because
Yes.
it's more about you listening to your body and adjusting your process throughout, but sticking to the plan of I'm doing these. I set this time aside.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it because I set the time aside. I made an appointment. It's going to happen.
I like that. Yes.
Yeah. So you decide maybe 3 times per week you're going to dedicate 1 hour. Does that sound doable? I mean, I'm just
that's absolutely doable.
Okay. Does that sound?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So what or how? 3 times per week, pursuing that goal, and then you want to think like once or twice per week. You want to do something to help you recover.
Okay.
And possibly work on your mobility or the other like hip issues that you may have.
Okay.
Right. Because, for example, when I was training back in the day, I would keep going to the gym and hit it hard like that. But if I would have planned like 2 or 3 days throughout my week to go through and intentionally do some recovery, I would have made many more gains than if I'm spending less time in the gym. You see what I mean? Doing things like stretching or foam rolling, getting a massage, those kind of things, recovery
Love
stuff.
all of those things.
So maybe like a couple of times per week, recovery once per week. I don't want to add too much because if you're busy, then it's not sustainable.
Okay. Yeah, once a week for now is good.
Okay. What days per week are you, and what time?
I'm a morning person.
Okay.
So I love working out in the morning.
First thing when you wake up?
Yeah, pretty much. Eat a banana and just go for it.
Cool.
Type of deal. I also like to, the running first thing in the morning too, if the tide is low enough. But then I do work. So then it would be in the evening. If I have to work out in the evening, I don't mind doing that. But I'm just a little more sluggish from the day.
Okay.
And then I love the weekends as well. So why don't we do like a Saturday? I'd like to incorporate at least one weekend day. Because Sunday's really my day for no work, no anything. Just
it's important
self-care,
to have
me time.
That day off.
Yeah,
right?
that's Sundays for me.
You
So let's
think
definitely do
of,
Saturdays.
Yeah. And along with your diet as well, we'll go through that with more of the daily habits.
Okay.
You can think, once or twice per week, I'm going to go to the farmer's market or go to the healthiest place I can afford and get load my refrigerator
Beautiful.
with the foods that I'm going to be eating.
Okay.
So you say I'm going to go twice per week and get 3 days worth of food on Monday and Thursday.
Okay.
Right. Those are other weekly practices.
Yes.
That are important for making sure that you're getting along to your goal.
Okay.
So maybe twice per week.
Yeah, I like to do on Saturdays because Saturday is kind of like my errand day.
Okay.
I'm actually planning on going to the feria tomorrow at Uvita, so
Cool.
it all works out. I like to try to get that going every week.
Nice.
And then, so what's that, Saturday? And then how about Wednesdays? I'm trying to think how long that food will last.
Perfect. Yeah. Good. And then, so what time you said a.m.? Like,
Yeah,
you wake
a.m.
up 7 a.m., 8 a.m.?
It has to be before 8 due to work. So I'm thinking more like 6:30.
6:30. Okay. Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Or would you say Saturday?
Definitely a Saturday.
Okay.
And then, yeah, Monday, Wednesday. Is it okay to do, I can do Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, and then maybe have Friday as my recovery day.
That sounds cool.
Okay. That way I don't have back-to-back.
What are you going to do for recovery? Some yoga, some foam rolling?
I don't have a foam
massage?
roller. I am getting a massage on Sunday.
Cool.
Yoga probably, definitely something related to yoga and / stretching.
Yep. Yoga, mobility.
Yeah.
It's a very general thing, but that's good. All right, so we pretty much have our week set.
This is cool.
These are like things, you want to think of the positive things that you're adding
Okay.
to your life. Right? So these are the different things that we're going to put into our routine.
Okay.
Right? And now
Yes.
that's going to repeat itself every single week.
Yes.
It's already in the books, so don't think about, I need to work out or I don't need to work out. I'm going to work out.
Okay.
I'm going to do my recovery. If I don't, I need to move that appointment in my calendar to the next day or just a few hours later.
Okay.
Or if it's just like I need a day off, then you delete it. But it's intentional that you say, I have a really good reason for not training today and it needs to be done tomorrow. Or I have a really good reason for not training today because I need to take a day off from my hip.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But those appointments are important and you just don't skip over them.
Right. I get it.
Move them if you miss it. Right?
I understand. I'll treat it as if I would an appointment for my
exactly
job.
What I said. Well, when people
You don't miss
say, they show up late or they can't make the appointment, and I was like, well, it's because you don't take it as seriously as like a job interview. And those appointments for you are more silly, and so your results are going to be somewhat like that, right? But if you take it super serious, like it's a job interview, then you're going to be like a professional goal accomplisher.
I like that.
You know, see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So now we're talking about daily habits. One daily habit you already said was eating a banana in the morning.
Yes.
You do that all the time?
If we have them, yeah.
Okay. So that'll be something you get at your weekly grocery
Yes.
visit, 3 or 4 bananas. Right?
Yes.
Maybe another one for a snack or two. But so daily banana, right?
Daily banana.
And what else would you say is something that you could add to your life right now? Like, for example, making sure that you're hydrated and drinking water 3 times a day, or drinking an entire 64-ounce of electrolyte water or something like that.
Okay, well, I should have brought it with me, but it's in my fridge full of water. It's gigantic. It's like this wide, that tall, and it gives different markers of where you are for drinking your water for the day. So
Nice.
I can do one of those a day.
Okay. So one
Big Mama bottle of water?
Big Mama bottle of water. I'm not going to write that, but so we got 1 container of water, 1 banana. Anything else?
Yeah, you know what I like to
around
incorporate? Because actually I'm going down right after this to the organic market in town, is to get protein powder.
Protein powder.
I used to do protein shakes for breakfast with a banana every day, and I've stopped doing that. So and I'd like to get back into doing that.
Protein shakes. Anything that you can do in terms of maybe like a quick little mobility movement routine
In the morning to
yeah,
get the blood flowing?
Yeah, either before your workouts or just like not having a workout. but it's good, especially if you have hip issues and mobility issues. Just shake it up and just do your easy movement patterns.
Okay, I can do that.
To loosen them up. There's something, I'm just throwing out suggestions. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, so we gotta find something else. But we can think about, going on a walk, or maybe getting in the ocean every day, or other things like meditating.
I do that every morning.
Doing a little stretch, stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay.
And in the mornings, if the tide is low, I walk the full length of the beach with my dog.
Okay.
Typically, almost every morning.
Okay.
So that is something else
That's good.
Yeah.
Walk is like a mobility exercise, right? And think of like after your walk, you can just do a little bit of movement to, make sure that you're not allowing your hip to heal from the walking in a tight position.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
It's just something I would suggest. But,
that's fine.
So if you do a little bit of hip rehab mobility work per day.
Okay.
Right? And so what's going to happen is you're going to put a reminder in your phone.
Okay.
For each day, it's going to go off and it'll come up and it'll say all your daily habits.
Okay.
And you're going to look at that and you say, yep, I did all those things. Or you're going to look at it and say, nope, I didn't do all those things. Okay, and you have to think like it's gonna be like a personal trainer. It would be like me asking, hey, did you do all the stuff that you were supposed to do? And you'd say, nope. And then my response would be is, all right, well, it doesn't seem like you're taking it very seriously.
I got it.
Right, you're getting the reminders, but you're just not doing it.
Yeah.
Right, that's kind of
defeats the purpose.
Yeah, defeats the purpose, and that's not what you really want.
No, it's not.
Right, you got to think of the reason why you might be, throwing those things to the side is what is it that you really want. Maybe subconsciously, what you really want is to just feel safe and secure, and maybe you don't feel safe and secure. That's why people overeat or whatever it is.
Okay.
So addressing that.
All right.
When you don't do the things that you're supposed to, and you see these calendar appointments coming up and you're pushing them to the side, you have to realize that there's some reason, something that's making you want to do that.
Right.
Some sort of fear that's keeping you from going towards the thing that you want.
Okay.
Right? So
Yeah.
then figuring that out is really huge. And that's part of the process. Is like every month you're going to check your progress. It's like, oh, I didn't make any progress. That means you need to go back through your process and try to figure that out.
Okay.
And figure out why it is that you weren't able to do this. It's like, well, maybe it's because something crazy came up every day. That's not likely, but maybe it's because I was distracting myself with Facebook message wars or something that could eat up your time without you knowing, right? Getting in your way. Okay. So then there's also the last part is, well, not the last part, but this is your all the time now. Okay. So we went from a monthly to a weekly to an hourly, and now these are like these words we're going to choose right now are like, you can think of words that will cause you to embody a state which will help you to accomplish your goal.
Okay.
Right. So like you say balanced, right, or focused, determined, strong, love, appreciation, gratitude. Just different words that might put you into a mind state where you're like, yeah, I'm ready to do this.
Okay.
If it was like, if it was a fight and I needed to like motivate myself, all you would need to do is say the name of the opponent or the date that I was supposed to have the fight.
Right.
And that would immediately, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it, because it like immediately centers you. Think like, that is the opponent and he's going to mess me up if I don't do everything that I need to do right now.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So these are the words that you want to think of. So you can think of more words later and add those in, but right now let's just think of like 3 to
determination
5.
is a big one for me.
Determination?
Yes.
Okay.
And you said another one that's big for me is gratitude. And it's also important, you said my words, man, balance. Because for me, it's like right now I don't have...
I've done this before.
Yeah.
What don't you have?
A lot of work-life balance. It's very off because of it's work life. And I need to get that like this. So that's super important, because once I get it like this in my mind and on my schedule and calendar, then I don't feel like I'll have I don't feel like I'll have any issues accomplishing this stuff, but my career is super busy, and I need to find that in between.
Yep.
So,
That's good. Yeah, it's routine, you know,
Yes.
that will keep you from sometimes spending too much energy doing one or the other. And, you know, sometimes people get into like their modes where it's like, I'm just going to go on vacation, or just like, screw it, I get away from it. And so people go and fluctuate through their phases of pursuing, oh, I need to be work related, or no, I need to, you know, take time for myself. It's best to alternate.
Okay.
You know, and find when you switch from I'm in work mode from this time to this time, and then the rest of the time I'm in my play mode.
Okay.
But when they mix, that becomes like constant work and constant play. Mixing together doesn't work too well.
Yes, because just like you said about scheduling all this in, this works super great for me because I schedule stuff in like for my free time, just on my work calendar, like do not disturb, you know, so everybody knows not to contact me. So this is perfect.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Any other words you can think of?
I mean, for me, I can see in my mind's eye, like you had said about the fight, like I can see the end result, you know, so those three work really well for me because the determination
Okay.
is good. Yeah, those are good. I'll add
Just
more.
keeping it simple is good.
Super simple.
So you can cover like three big aspects, or maybe you can just add more words. The more words that you add, the more different kind of motivational angles you can get for
Okay.
yourself. You know, it's okay. So then the last one is the why, which is like the real important one.
Super important.
And so I asked like who it is that will benefit most from you reaching your goal.
Well, I don't want to be selfish, but that would be me.
It's totally necessary to be selfish.
That's me.
Because if you're not healthy and well,
that's it right there.
then you can't serve anybody well.
Correct.
So it's primary should be you.
Yes.
Right. I'm getting in shape for me so that I can do other things for other people that I care about.
Right.
So for you, it's you, right? Obviously. And your dog.
Yes.
Right. I would love to see you in better shape. Your family. Who else would be benefiting from you being in great shape?
My partner, and you know, I think everybody, because just like you had mentioned, if I feel good about myself and what my goals that I'm accomplishing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, then everything around me will also benefit. You know, everything.
So that's the other question is how might those people benefit you, your partner, your dog, your family, your community around you that you serve,
Yes.
right? Because if you have an important job at Imaloa,
Yes.
right, and you are in better shape, you have more energy, you feel better, you make a bigger impact at your job. Right?
Correct.
So if your profession is important to you and you want to do well at it, then that's another, my community and my the people I work with.
Yes.
So all of those people, you want to think, what would be something what would happen to them, or how would this benefit them? You'll be able to serve them better. They're going to enjoy interacting with you better. You guys are going to have more fun.
Mm-hmm.
You're also going to be able to, be more alert and learn
Yes.
better. And then just once you get in shape, it's easier to stay in shape.
Yes, absolutely.
Movement, learning, and fun, right?
Yep.
Will be the result that you're looking for everybody to enjoy, right?
Yep.
And so you write those people down, you write those names down.
Okay.
Okay. And all of this stuff I'll be typing up and sending to you,
Awesome.
right? You print this paper up,
Okay.
okay?
Yes.
Maybe you print it up 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
And you put that paper in different places
Well, that's a good
to
idea.
remind you.
Okay.
Take a picture of that paper, put it on the background of your phone. The more and more you see this paper, the more, especially the words,
Yes.
right? If you write the words down on your refrigerator, write the words down somewhere else, put them where you can see them, they'll just constantly be reminding you.
Okay.
It'll be kind of like imagine if you had like some sort of like imaginary friend, ghost, personal trainer
Right.
that just kind of whispered in your ear, balance, or eat your banana, stuff like that kind of thing.
Got it.
So, and if you want to imagine me saying that, hey, you're eat your banana, or you should have done all your daily habits. Or if that creeps you out, I'd probably creep out. So you don't need to do that. But think of maybe
No, but sometimes that's good.
yourself. Think of yourself.
Yes.
right? Like yourself all in shape and ripped and everything, just telling you like, you don't want to eat that. That's not on your list. Okay, so and then again, so I'll email this to you.
Okay.
You'll print it up. You'll put it everywhere. And then the important part is put it in your phone.
Okay.
If you don't put it in your phone, then you're not really serious, right? Yep. Make sure you get reminders.
Okay.
The daily reminders you don't necessarily need continuously until it becomes a habit, right? So if you're doing it and you're hitting your habits, it's like I don't need to be getting reminded with more and more reminders that are unnecessary.
Okay.
Right? Or your weekly practices, same thing. If you're just getting them, no problem. You don't need the alerts, right? But make sure you put in the alerts for the monthly checkups.
Okay.
Okay, because those are some you may forget, and some people will avoid the checkups because they know that they might not be actually on their way to that.
Okay, I understand. So yes.
After 1 month from today, 2 months from today, 3 months from today.
Okay.
Right?
July.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can figure it out later.
I know, but I'm just like, that's not too far away.
Yeah. So it's 90 days, and then again, going back, if you have any, let's say I just can't work out on Wednesday, then adjust it.
Okay.
Right. Adjust your plan. Say like 3 sessions is too much for me right now. I'm not recovering. Well, then do maybe something different, or do a little bit less
Okay.
each session, or maybe remove one of those sessions. But it's about listening to your body, listening to the process, being the more aware you are, and the better the plan you have, right? And the more you keep on checking is what's happening, matching my plan. Right?
Okay.
I'm taking my awareness that I'm gaining from all of this measuring and writing things down and putting in my phone and checking it next to the plan that I made. Yes, we're going back and forth and checking it at least once a month. All right. And so are you, I don't know, feel pretty confident?
I do, because this is something I have been wanting to get back into for a while now.
Okay.
And after my experience, I was mentioning to you up at Imaloa for a couple of days, I'm completely ready.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. I mean, sometimes you're like, there's different stages of change. There's pre-contemplation where you're not even thinking about it. There's contemplation where you're thinking, maybe I should do something. There's, I don't remember all the stages.
That's okay.
But pre-readiness. And so it sounded like you were just on the edge of just about to take action, and all you needed was a little excuse to say, like, nah, this person's offering something. It must mean the universe, whatever.
That's exactly what I thought. I'm like, it's the perfect
I'm pretty
kickstart.
confident you're going to get your result because you are already motivated. You are already thinking about doing it. You are already prepared in your head.
Yes.
And imagining your lifestyle pursuing this goal. Where people kind of become a little lost and they're not going to reach their goal is they don't even imagine themselves going through it, and it's kind of like they only imagine the result. I just want to be in better shape. I want to be ripped, right? Or whatever, and they don't imagine, I have to do a lot of stuff.
Yes.
So you're ready,
okay.
and you're confident, and your partner's going to help you as well.
Yes.
So involving your friends.
I want to get him involved.
Yeah.
As well.
Print it up, give it to him.
Okay.
Say, this is my schedule. Please do everything you can to help me, to support me, to make sure this happens.
Okay.
Right? And I will appreciate it, right? Even more. And you give him the go-ahead to kind of harass you if you're being a little bit of a wuss.
I will.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. And forgive him if he doesn't deliver the message exactly the way you want to hear it. But
I know. I can do that.
Yeah. And you think, like, in the future, I told myself I want to do this. I told my partner, I told everybody I want to do this. I'm going to do it. And then I'm now imagine yourself being happy after you have achieved your result. Right?
Yeah.
That's the big thing that you want to feel and that you want to see and that you want to attach yourself to, is that feeling of how it's going to be when you get 3 months from now and you're 9 pounds lighter, you're able to run, right?
Yes.
Like
I
think
can't
about
wait
that
for
every
that.
time you see it, every time it's gonna, that's what motivates you, right? Instead of thinking about all the stuff that I have to do, I did this, I did that, it's already done.
Okay.
The result is where you're getting ready to enjoy the feeling, right? So,
absolutely.
perfect. All right, I have nothing else to say, which is kind of rare. But perfect. We'll give you a high five.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks
I
for watching,
appreciate it.
guys, and see you on the next one.
Bye.